Can you remember the last time you looked into someone's eyes and felt something real? I'm not talking about physical attraction. I'm talking about that feeling of true connection, vulnerability, and intimacy that goes beyond the physical. Can't, right? Because while you were busy consuming pixels on the screen, something inside you died. Your ability to seek, to conquer, to truly connect with another human being. Pornography hasn't just changed how you view sex, it's killed your hunger for real intimacy. And you didn't even realize when it happened. Why can't a man with unlimited access to every sexual fantasy imaginable look a real woman in the eye and feel the desire to truly know her? Why would you prefer the solitude of a dark room with a glowing screen to the uncertainty, vulnerability, and risk of a real conversation? The answer will bother you, because you've become addicted to ease, to effortless gratification, to riskless pleasure. And it killed the man you could have been.
Let's talk about what really happened to you. When you were young, you discovered a world where any desire was fulfilled in seconds. Click, instant pleasure. No rejection, no awkward conversations, no need to expose yourself, no risk. 15 years later, you're sitting in your apartment in Manhattan, Chicago, or Los Angeles, earning a decent living. Your car is financed, Netflix, DoorDash, Amazon Prime. Your life is sorted out on paper. But when was the last time you went out with a woman and really wanted to get to know her? Not just be intimate, but get to know her. Discover how she thinks, what makes her laugh, her fears, her dreams. When was the last time you felt that delicious anticipation of sending a message and waiting for a response? You don't feel that way anymore because your brain has been reprogrammed. Decades of pornography have taught you that intimacy is performance, that women are objects of consumption, that sex is a movie you watch, not an experience you live. You use Tinder like a catalog. Swipe, match, chat, ghost, repeat. Because deep down, you don't want real intimacy. Real intimacy is complicated. It's vulnerability. It's the risk of rejection. Pornography offered you an alternative. Pleasure without vulnerability. Sex without intimacy. Excitement without human connection. And you've believed this lie for so long that you don't even remember what it's like to truly want someone. The modern American man isn't just single. He's emotionally dead.
I'll explain to you exactly what pornography did to your brain. Imagine your ability to feel pleasure is like a thermostat. When you were a child, an interesting conversation, a hug, even eating ice cream would regulate that thermostat perfectly. Small pleasures were enough. Then pornography arrived. It's like you broken the thermostat with a sledgehammer. Suddenly, you need increasingly intense stimuli to feel anything. Vanilla didn't work anymore. You needed more extreme categories, more novelty, more intensity. Neuroimaging studies show that the brains of porn addicts are identical to those of cocaine addicts. The same damaged areas, the same loss of gray matter in the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for decision-making, impulse control, and emotional connection. You've literally burned out the neural circuits responsible for intimacy. Now here's the brutal part. A real woman will never compete with pornography. She has cells, pores, imperfections. She has her own personality, opinions, bad days. She won't do exactly what you want when you want her. Your doped-up brain finds this boring because you've spent years training him to expect an endless parade of perfect bodies, always available, always enthusiastic, always ready for any fantasy. Reality seems dull compared to this. And it doesn't stop there. You've also lost your ability to tolerate frustration. True intimacy requires Patience. You need to listen to her about her day, her work problems, her insecurities. You need to be there when she's not in the mood. But your brain has been conditioned for instant dopamine. Click, pleasure, click, pleasure. Deep conversations? Too slow. Building trust? A lot of work. Emotional vulnerability? Too risky. So you take the easy way out. Back to the screen, back to fantasy, back to isolation. And every time you do that, you kill a little more of the man who could really connect. The result? An entire generation of men who prefer pixels to people, who choose masturbation over intimacy, who trade the possibility of real love for an empty illusion. You're not addicted to sex, you're addicted to avoiding intimacy.
Let's talk about where this takes you. You're 35, maybe 28, maybe 42. It doesn't matter. You've been living the same routine for years. Work, home, screen, masturbation, sleep, repeat. Your friends are getting married, having kids, building families. What about you? You're explaining why you haven't found the right person yet, why you're career-focused, why you don't want to settle down yet. But the truth is simpler and more pathetic. You can no longer connect with real people. You go on dates, you force a smile, you ask the right questions, but inside, you're comparing her to the fantasies on your screen. She talks too much, she laughs too loud, she's not perfect enough. So you go home, you open your laptop, and seek the relief you know. 5 minutes of artificial pleasure, followed by hours of emptiness. And the years pass. Your parents ask when you're going to meet someone special. You change the subject. Your friends stop including you in their couples dates. You become the permanent single guy, the one who always has an excuse. You think you have time, that you'll figure it out when you're ready, that you'll stop when you find someone worth it. Lie. You won't stop because you can no longer recognize what's worthwhile. At 40, you'll be the same, maybe with more money, maybe a better apartment, but the same loneliness, the same inability to connect, the same empty hunger that only grows. And the worst part? You'll realize you wasted the best years of your life, the years when you had the energy to build something real, when you had the time to learn to truly love someone. Those years won't come back. You can buy anything, any experience, any pleasure, but you can't buy back the ability to fall in love at 25, to build intimacy at 30, to start a family before 35. This dies with you.
Here's what you don't want to hear. There's no middle ground. Either you kill this addiction or it kills you. It doesn't kill you literally. It kills the man you could have been. It kills your ability to love. It kills your chance to be truly loved. You can keep pretending this is normal, that everyone does it, that it's okay. You can keep saying you'll stop one of these days, that it's just entertainment, that you have control. Or you can face reality. You sold your soul for cheap pleasure, and now you need to buy it back. This means cutting it out completely. Zero porn, zero masturbation, zero easy escape. For months, maybe years. It means feeling the real emptiness you've been avoiding. It means facing the loneliness you've been masking. It means learning again what it's like to truly want someone. It won't be romantic. It won't be inspiring. It will be brutal. You'll experience withdrawals. You'll question whether it's worth it. You'll relapse. You'll hate the process. But maybe, just maybe, in the end, you'll be able to look into someone's eyes and feel something real. Maybe you'll be able to have a conversation without thinking about sex. Maybe you'll be able to want to know someone for who they are, not for their body. Maybe you can become human again. The choice is yours, but choose now, Because at 50, looking back, you'll know exactly where you lost the ability to truly love someone. And you'll have no one to blame but yourself. If this woke you up, show that you're still alive. Like and comment. If you haven't subscribed yet, you might be more lost than you think. Share this with someone who needs to hear this before it disappears for good.